Okay. Okay. We got our next author. Beryllium. Oh god, it's such a weird name to say. Beryllium. Beryllium. Yeah, I just explained why my mic was muted. Let me explain again. I mute my mic because when I edit, I can see where I go to the next SCP. I mute my mic whenever I look up the next author. So that's part of how we do things here. Okay, once again, god damn it, beryllium. We had them once before. Actually, no, we had them a couple more before. Okay, I see that SCPs are technically in numerical order, but also in the same time not in numerical order. That's a little bit annoying, but the last one we had of beryllium was 2829, which was that yellow slug thing that would just attach to yourself and suck your fat out of your body. That was the last one we had of this author. As you can tell, I'm not going to say the author's name because I struggle with it. But now they wrote Future Gift. Here we go. Okay. Oh, different look here. Okay. Object class Euclid. Spec contain procedures. All knowledge of SCP-3031's existence and anomalous properties is to be restricted to personnel with level 3 clearance or higher. Counter-memetic agent Wistar has shown success in suppressing both -2 as well as recognition of SCP-3031's properties and is to be disseminated into children's books, television shows and other media as well as in reference books and resources. No, and don't not tell me. I don't want any spoilers. Please, this is... I would like if any future SCP will not be told to me, because I will get there eventually anyway. So I do not know anything about it. I think any SCP I have heard of 3000. Well, the 3000 was like the biggest one, and Shy Guy. Those were the two ones that I've been told about, and Mallow. Those three SCPs were the ones I heard about before I started. 3000 I did not look into what it was. I just heard about it. Shy Guy was the first one introduced to me by my friend, and Mallow I just saw pictures of it floating around non-stop when I was making thumbnails. Just curious because he's popular. Yeah, no, I try to avoid looking into any SCP related stuff because I do want to keep my journey through this as fresh as possible. All -1 instances immune to Wistar are to be amnesticized and dismissed as victim of a new variant of multiple sclerosis. Contact with -1 instances is prohibited outside of approved research interviews. Description: SCP-3031 is a memetic brain condition appearing in approximately 0.00089% of the world population. Symptoms primarily include a malformed amygdala and a severely diminished acute stress response. Other symptoms are similar to those characteristics of dismyelinating diseases such as multiple sclerosis. The amygdala, or amygdalae, located in the center of the brain, are the regions primarily associated with emotional and fear conditioning as well as long-term memory. Isn't that the IKEA SCP? Yep, that is the IKEA SCP, and Mechanic is from Sweden. That's why he's saying like, shout out! Shout out to my IKEA! The exact mechanism of SCP-3031 is still unclear, but it's currently known that SCP-3031 suppresses the formation and maintains of the myelin sheath surrounding neurons. God. This SCP uses all the words that as a non-English speaker, I'm just over here like I say non-English speaker, of course I've spoken English for a long time in my life, but there's still, you know, words that just catch me off guard, man. Because out of nowhere come along like, just go ahead, pronounce me, and I'm like, ach du Scheiße. Ordinarily, the... Okay, I actually going to look up how to pronounce this one. And also what it means. Pronunciation.
Myelin.
Myelin. Okay. Meaning. A mixture of proteins and phospholipids forming a whitish insulating sheath around many nerve fibers, which increases speed at which impulses are conducted. You know, it's pretty much impossible to read all SCPs since people just keep making more of them. Yeah, but I'm still gonna do it. I reached series 4. I will eventually get there. Myelin. Okay, unlike multiple sclerosis, a similar but non-anomalous condition, SCP-3031 is not considered an autoimmune disorder. Instead, SCP-3031 progression is theorized to stem from a gradual failure of myelinogenesis. Myelinogenesis is the term used to describe the large-scale formation of the myelin sheaths of neurons during early development. Under this model, SCP-3031 is currently assumed to begin in the middle stages of myelinogenesis during childhood, but is usually unable to be conclusively identified until the age of 10. SCP-3031 damages the fear response pathways, preventing the usual transmittance of signals to the lateral centers of the amygdala. I saw that comment, and we got a Sonic fan over here. Yeah, hell yeah, brother, sister, whatever. Brista, as I call my friend who's non-binary. Which is a mixture of brother and sister. Victims of SCP-3031 here, after referred to as -1. I'm a man, my brother. Victims of, where was I? Here was it. Yep. Typically are unable to respond effectively to fear stimuli. Analysis of the inner brain tissue of -1 instances shows little consistency in results, save for the average 28% decrease in the number of glial cells. My nigga. Sorry, I had to do that. just once. SCP-3031 is currently assumed to be non-communicable as no vector of transmission has been identified to date. SCP-3031 has been found to spread through a naturally occurring cognitohazardous meme, designated -2, that causes a large-scale cell death of astroglia responsible for maintaining connection between neurons and other glial cells when viewed. I was so busy trying to say myelin correctly, I did not pay attention to what the fuck this SCP even does. Let me quickly skim over things again. Yeah. Okay. Okay, no, I now got it in my head. There we go. SCP-3031 has been found to spread through a naturally occurring cognitohazardous meme, designated -2, that causes large-scale cell death of astroglia responsible for maintaining connection between neurons and other glial cells when viewed. Yes. While dangerous, -2 has a very low rate of successful infection among viewers. Intensive study, which I assume it leads to... Okay, nope. Has developed a countermemetic agent capable of suppressing and neuralizing -2's effects with approximately 93% efficiency. Doesn't it say this? You sassy bitch! Level 4/3031 clearance required. Ooh, we got pictures. Ooh, we got pictures. I got pictures. I'm not sure if I said it correctly, but if anybody has watched Scooby-Doo Alien Invaders, they know what reference that is from. Object class Thaumiel. Special containment procedures. Due to the near ubiquity of SCP-3031, containment is impossible and has been deemed unnecessary. All collected documentation and information of the nature and origin of SCP-3031 is to be restricted to personnel with 4/3031 clearance or above. Description of the syndrome arising from immunity to SCP-3031 is to be edited and disseminated to personnel with insufficient clearance. SCP-3031 fucking looks like the typical you know, like portal opening up in space, like it's shattering dimensions, but it's definitely not. Description: all documentation and information regarding SCP-3031 has been pieced together from data fragments received from the extratemporal/reality receiver located in communication site 119. The ETRR or ETRR is designated to receive and intercept temporarily and reality shift the transmissions. The ETRR is based on, or the ETR is based on designs reverse engineered from those used to construct SCP-711. These transmissions share a timestamp dated from 2330 AD. Oh damn, okay. SCP-3031 appears to be an engineered parasite similar in appearance and function to motherfuckers. Oligodendrocytes. Yeah, you gonna make me say it again? Oligodendrocytes are the type of glial cell responsible for the myelination of neurons. What do I look like to you? A doctor? Just because I don't have my fucking researchers, like my SCP doctor lab coat with me. You gonna treat me like this, Foundation? Huh? SCP-3031 possesses a mild antimetic effect, preventing it from being distinguished from similar glial cells, which has made detailed study difficult. Oh yeah, Chaos, just so you know, I usually have like a doctor's coat with the Foundation logo stitched onto it. But that's in the UK, and I'm not there right now, so I'm not. That's why I'm not wearing it. SCP-3031 instances primarily attached to neurons in the limbic system and encase them in a previously unseen variant of ordinary myelin. This myelin includes an average 5% increased amount of sphingomyelin protein and traces, small than 0.02% of a complex protein labeled 031-U. Later research has shown variants of this protein to be present in several lipid-based anomalies, including SB2611 and SB. Hey, that's the last one the author wrote, 2829. Okay, which was the like I said, the slug that absorbs your fat. Approximately 0.00089% of the human population are immune to or resistant to SCP-3031 infestation. That is not enough. It is currently thought that Homo sapiens has evolved to be partially dependent on SCP-3031. Thus, immunity to SCP-3031 severely inhibits the rate of formation of myelin sheaths in the neurons of the brain, leading to complications. In particular, SCP-3031 appears to be heavily associated with the mechanisms responsible for the perception of fear in the human brain. Gotcha. Reminds me of the time when we found out that obesity is an anomaly in the Foundation world. SCP-3031 instances are capable of absorbing and emitting signals seemingly at random. Preliminary studies suggest that SCP-3031 is responsible for an average of 10% of all brain activity in regions affected by it. SCP-3031 is most often found in the right amygdala, where it forms clusters of 3 to 10 instances. These conglomerates appear to be sentient and are capable of moving throughout the amygdala and attaching and detaching neurons at will. I just noticed something. We are watching an amazing guy on stream meeting. You did not just notice that, you son of a bitch. You know that all the time, because you mention it all the time. Don't act like if it's some sort of revelation in your life. I hope your mom doesn't watch this video, because I don't mean it. Sufficiently large conglomerates of SCP-3031 may rarely migrate. I mean, I know your dad watches. Father of mechanic, I did not mean to insult your wife. Pardon me, I'm just making fun of your son. That's all it is. Sufficiently large conglomerates of SCP-3031 may rarely migrate to the prefrontal cortex. These migrations are hypothesized to target the centers commonly associated with creativity and ingenuity. But we have some more. Overseer clearance required. Does the Black Moon... Oh, it's been a while since we heard that sentence. Access granted. Welcome 059. Accessing Site 119 database. Accessing subsection 031. 3031, yeah. Retrieving files. Access overview. SCP-30.fdoc. Project Second Chance is designed to temporarily induce a reality shift approximately 1 million years in the past. This will be accomplished in 2 stages. Stage 1. Construct an enhanced Shining Balance Real Temporal Shift Equalizer expertise. Oh, cool. Capable of safely tunneling at least 10 in the power of 6 years in time. The expertise is designed to open multiple interconnected rifts into several closely connected points in the timeline, allowing for the staggered transfer of mass and information across an entire era without destroying the causality of the base timeline. Current theories support the theoretical basis for such a device. SCP has a lot of complicated shit. Oh yeah, but that's why I like it. I mean, of course, I mentioned in a couple of SCPs already. I always feel bad whenever I do not understand an SCP, because at the end, it's some ways work. It's some ways like creative writing and creative work put into it. And as a appreciator and also someone who works in the creative field, I always just feel bad whenever I'm kind of just like dumb, a fucking idiot. I'm just kind of like, I don't understand this. But I don't take that away if from it being somebody's work. It can be good, it can be bad. Does not matter to me. I still have a good time with it. The only thing I do not want something that's creative to be is boring, which is very hard for me to come across that. Because at the end, I always find like a way to enjoy it, right? But I just want to give the authors like respect. Especially because now a couple authors actually have like, you know, reached out to me saying like they appreciate that I read their stuff and that I take my time with it. So I just don't want to read it and just be like, yeah, I don't get it, next one. Stage 2, use the expertise to propagate asset 7491 throughout the early hominid population. Payloads consisting of dormant spores of acid 7491 are to be spread via aerosol across freshwater bodies across northern Africa and the Fertile Crescent over a period of 5,000 years at 10-year intervals. Stage 3, Data Corrupt. Just so I'm sure, yes, mechanic. I respect that, thank you. I'm glad, like, yeah, no, I don't know. It's also another reason why I want to read all of them, because I'm whenever I do anything, whenever I watch a show, play a game, I want to consume everything of it. So that's another reason why I'm reading all of them, because like I cannot read only 5 and be like, yeah, but all those other ones, I'm not gonna read them. That's why I'm like, no, I'm gonna read them all. Load misinformation statement.fdoc to whoever we were, whoever left. I hope the next iteration is capable of receiving this message. If we actually go to whoever we were, whoever's left. I hope the next iteration is capable of receiving this message. If you're reading this, we succeeded. I think. I don't know. Our scientists said we should have over 99.99999% rate of infection. That's as good as we can hope for. My world is dying as I record this last message. These last embers of the torch that once humanity's soul. Already we approach the end. I know where we failed now. Strange, isn't it? It took the end of the world for us to finally have some damn clarity. We were too weak. No, not weak. Complacent. Life was good for us. Why would we ever change? Mankind finally united us. One, and still it wasn't enough. We couldn't stop the thing that came for us. It reduced our puny defenses to ash, our cities to smoke, our children to atoms. The one shepherd of the world now cowers in the bunker. I approved this plan, this last act of defiance and desperation, in the hope that we could live on, in a sense, for you. Whoever you may be, you carry another humanity's hope with you now. But now you probably figured out what 7491 is. I don't have much time, but I can tell you the why. When you read this, mankind in its present state will have been around for 250,000 years. Yet only the last few thousands will be any of significance. So, what do you do for nearly 250,000 years? You huddled in caves and around small fires, fearful of the things that you couldn't understand. It was more than explaining why the sun came up. It was a mystery of enormous birds with heads of men and rocks that came to life. So you called them gods and demons, begged them to spare you, and prayed for salvation. Fear them, live on their feet, bide your time until you can forge an arrow to pierce their heel. We all know the old stories. A serpent in a garden gave us knowledge. The fruit won't be offered. Take it by force. A trickster god gave us freedom. Overthrow him too. A titan gave us fire. Give it back. In time, the numbers will dwindle and yours will rise. Revolutions are won with a sword made of fear. The world begins to make more sense when there are fewer things to fear, yet the unexplained will never truly go away, as if the universe demands the absurd and impossible. Do you hear it? The echoes reverberate at the edges of our perception. The further we wade into the ocean of knowledge, the bigger the fish get. This time, we couldn't make a net big enough. Not with the time we had. We weren't ready. Instead, I give you a weapon. Forged from a dying world. The entity, whatever it is vulnerable to our perception of it. That's why it came unannounced. Why I tried to wipe us out quickly. We learned that the fear of the few remaining survivors slowed it down. Bought us just enough time for this last desperate plan. This is how you will win. Your fear, your paranoia, that constant looking over your shoulder, that will hold it at bay, I think. If not, at least you'll be more prepared than we were. Every gift comes at a price, though. Fear can do great things, inspire so many accomplishments. But you will also fear things you shouldn't. Harmless things. Things that were never meant to be avoided. Even other people. Now mankind will always live in fear, but you will harness it for survival. No one else will protect you, and you must stand up for yourselves. While the rest of mankind dwells in the light, you will stand in the darkness to fight it, contain it, and shield from the eyes of the public, so that others may live in a sane and normal world. An animal has the capacity for fight and flight, but we are giving you a third option. One animal runs from its predator, while another might claw at it in vain. Humanity will build a cage instead. It has been said that fear is the foundation of courage. We gave you fear. I fear might not be enough. Prime Minister Esperanza. Woo! Alright. I love that. We give you a weapon from a dying world. Forged from a dying world. I like that. When I ask how old you are, 29. And sometimes I help and explain certain SCPs for Afro. F is a fat. Fuck, I should have read that. I should have gone along with that. There's a lore within Afro stream. There's a lore within Afro streams about me. If only my teachers were this good at explaining. Alright. Cool. The future gift. So that's what it meant with the future gift. Forged from a dying world. Alright, cool. Well, let's go to the next one.